It's day 30 cycling across the USA from Miami to LA, all to raise money for the great cause, Get Kids Going. In today's episode, we are riding from Monahans to Pecos in Texas. We're still in Texas. Texas is really big.
I'm quite looking forward to going to Pecos. Do you know why?
Why?
Because we're in Texas. And what's something that Texas is famous for?
Barbecue and tumbleweeds.
And that's right, Francis. Pecos claims to be the site of the world's first ever rodeo in 1883 on July the 4th. It's also widely associated with its cultivation of cantaloupes, which as a vegetarian who enjoys various fruits and vegetables, you should be looking forward to.
Don't we call them melons?
It's a different kind of melon, Francis. There's something in it, like...
It really smells.
It's not that. It's just inner tubes. Why does it... I think it looks like that way. It's not particularly clear from the map which way we're meant to be going.
Probably west.
Towards Pecos.
Just follow signs, it'll be alright. Out of the car park.
Let's go to... sunshine.
Photosnesia.
Weather-wise, this is quite a pleasant day.
Other than what?
No, I said weather-wise.
Oh, weather?
Yeah, good temperature, good wind. We're next to the Million Barrel Museum.
Oh, Million Barrels! Nice start to the morning. Perfect weather, perfect temperature. We're on a service road again. Super exciting riding, as usual, from this part of Texas, alongside the I-20, which we're glad we're not on because it looks massive and terrifying. Service roads, however, nothing on them at all. Makes for a relaxing ride, as relaxing as riding next to a motorway can be. We're on this road for 47k, and there's a lady walking somewhere. Hello. That's a long walk.
I appear to have picked up a little hitchhiker.
Ladybird!
Hello. At least it's not trying to bite me like all of the other ones. So we've got a little bit of cloud cover today, which is quite nice. Although it's about 24 degrees, so good temperature. And hopefully, got a lovely big descent coming up. Don't know if you can tell from that view, but it's very difficult because of how low down I am for me to see when we've got the descents or where the end of the hills are. It looks very cool though, almost like a little mirage. You just see all of the reflections of the sky in front of you. It's quite nice. How you doing, Francis?
Yeah, lovely and peaceful out here.
Huh?
Lovely and peaceful.
It is quite peaceful, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a couple of days' time, we're going to have no choice but to ride on that road. That was actually the best time to show it to you. It looks really nice. But that's the Interstate 20, and it's pretty much our only route that we can go on to get to some of the towns leading up to El Paso, which is going to be a fantastic place to visit. Of course, it doesn't really matter how lovely El Paso is, because just like every other single place that we've gone through, we're not going to see any of it other than the tarmac. It's the nature of doing a trip like this. You cycle all day, you're in bed by 7, and then you get up the next day and do exactly the same thing.
I love cycling. I know this is pretty much the rule every day and what we try and do every day, but today we're going to try and get this ride done as easily as possible with minimal effort and still get there. Oh, that's good timing. Massive train. Apparently these trains are 4 kilometers long, according to one of you guys in the comments who puts them together. That's really long. Maybe I'll come back and talk to the camera in a minute when there isn't this giant train next to us. Okay, the train's gone. So we're trying to do this ride as easily as possible because we have the biggest ride of the trip coming up, which is Pecos to Van Horn, and there is absolutely nothing in between.
Second biggest ride of the trip.
Second biggest ride? No, I mean so far.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, okay, there's another big one coming up, but we haven't done it yet. So this will be the biggest one we've done to date. 97.8 miles. But the challenging bit is because there's nothing in between. So we're gonna have to carry absolutely everything we need with us. Water, food, and then just choose where to stop. I think a lot of it's gonna be on road like this, slash the interstate. Hopefully we catch the wind on a good day, and we may in fact tune and choose which day we ride on based on the wind. We got that coming up, so we need to just make sure we don't go too hard. On these shorter days, might as well get there half an hour later and be fresh. Thank you.
Thank you. Gonna make you happy.
Gonna make me happy. Oh yeah.
Vanilla Coke, and I got you some sweets.
Only 2 packets.
Do you want more?
Well, I eat 3 a day. The commute route's totally fine, but if you look at where we're going on Google, there's just giant, like it says very steep hills and 2 giant dips to minus 79 feet.
From 2,694 feet.
Yeah.
That's quite a steep hill.
So just go down a well. I'm a felon. I'm a felon. That's what they call it in the US, isn't it?
Well, it depends if you've broken a federal law or not.
I stole a bagel for breakfast. Is that a federal law?
Don't know. I mean, why is it looking so sweaty?
So I should probably eat it now, otherwise forever hold my peace.
It doesn't look great, Francis.
How about, you're just saying that because you're jealous. You don't have one.
I stole an oat bar.
You're a felon as well. It is really nice riding around here, but keep seeing signs for poison gas leaks, and there's a weird smell in the air. Do you think it'll be okay? Really weird smell. Not as weird as the Pania, but pretty weird.
We should probably figure out what's causing that smell.
Yeah, I mean we could just unpack it quite easily. I feel like our energy levels are so low.
Also, we know that the only thing in there are some spare inner tubes and spare chains for me. So, what is causing that smell?
Locusts.
Can you imagine?
That's the nest. Almost there. Problem is, to get to our destination, Dogland. We've got to go through Dogland. We've been chased once already. He didn't put up much of a chase, to be fair. He gave up very quickly. But we've got to keep sharp. Knew it. Right on cue. I don't know if I like this, Justin. The outside of the hotel looks different to usual.
Day 30.
Day 30.
Done.
This place breaks the rules, Justin.
How does it break the rules?
It breaks the rules.
What rules?
Well, as we know, you should avoid places with a number in them.
Oh, yes.
Avoid staying in places with a number in them. This has a number in, but look at it. Well good, because it's a wheelchair friendly room. It's absolutely massive, so we can fit all 20 of our bicycles in here. And trailers and all that stuff. We're doing this bike ride all in aid of a good cause. Get kids going. They give equipment and grants to disabled children who need access to specialist wheelchairs or hand bikes like Justin's riding. So if you want to donate to them, I'll put a link in the description down below as usual. Also, there's a link to Komoot down below as well if you want to see the routes that we've been doing. They'll be slightly delayed because we're going to have a rest day tomorrow before our big day. So for privacy reasons, it will just be a link to my profile, but it will all be updated and in a collection there so you can see the full route that we have done called 2 bikes, 1 wheelchair, 3,000 miles across the USA. Oh, and in the very slim chance that there's any bike riders around this area who would like to ride with us from Pecos to Van Horn tomorrow, which will be Friday this week, give us a message on Instagram and we can chat.